Good afternoon. I'm Dave Percy at the National Weather Service with Sunday's edition of Alaska Statewide Weather. Strong storm moved northward across the eastern Bering from the Alaska Peninsula early tonight. This brought strong winds as high as 80 miles an hour through Turnagain Arm, with the Anchorage hillside seeing 40 to 60 mile per hour winds. Those began to slowly diminish somewhat this afternoon, but another storm brought wind and heavy rain again to the Alaska Peninsula today, as well as Kodiak Island. They picked up about a little over an inch along the Alaska Peninsula. Kodiak Island about 2/3 of an inch. Wind and rain was increasing again along the North Gulf Coast, and snow and blowing snow continued from the Yukon Delta up into the western interior and especially across St. Lawrence Island. Winter storm warnings are out for St. Lawrence Island and the southern slopes of the eastern Brooks Range through tomorrow. High wind warnings are in effect for Bristol Bay and the Alaska Peninsula for 60 to 85 mile per hour wind gusts, with strongest gusts along the coastal areas throughout tonight. And also there's a high wind warning for the Anchorage hillside and Turnagain Arm for winds gusting possibly as high as 85 miles per hour as a strong storm moves into the western part of Bristol Bay tonight. That will move northward to the Seward Peninsula and weaken with snow along the southern part of the Brooks Range. Another trough will keep it wet and unsettled along the North Gulf Coast, and a front will spread rain over all of southeast Alaska. Low pressure over the southern Bering Sea will keep the Aleutians cold and snowy, and yet another system will advance toward the Alaska Peninsula Monday evening and overnight Monday night, and that will push northward into the interior, and another round of strong winds of 60 to 85 miles per hour is in store, especially through the mountain passes of southern Alaska. Turnagain Arm could see gusts to 90 miles per hour once again, with snow and blowing snow developing across the Yukon Delta. And conditions should improve over St. Lawrence Island. The Bering Sea will be quite cold with numerous snow showers that will enhance along any of the troughs, especially over the western Bering Sea. And wind and rain will be the rule across the southeast coast ahead of a slowly advancing cold front. With Alaska Statewide Weather, I'm Dave Percy.